everyone. This is the video for practice with applications of two-step equations. So let's go ahead and get started. Lily buys a few cassette tapes from the clearance bin marked $2.50 each. She also buys a brand new CD for $15.99. Her total was $43.49. How many cassette tapes did she purchase? So, we are asked for how many cassette tapes that she purchased, so that's going to be our x. Remember, we're always going to define what our x represents, what our variable represents. So, x equals how many cassettes, cassettes is spelled with S, how many cassettes did she purchase, or she purchased, okay? So, her total was $43.49. This is her total, and her total is made up from the CD that she bought, which is $15.99, and the amount she spent on cassette tapes. We don't know exactly how much she spent on cassette tapes because we don't know how many she bought, but we know that each one is $2.50 and $2.50, and she bought X of them, so therefore the amount she spent on it is $2.50 times X. And then we go ahead and solve it. So we're going to subtract 15.99 from both sides. This gets us $27.50 equals $2.50 X. We're going to divide both sides by 250 or multiply by 1 over 250, either way, how you think about it. X equals 11, which means we need to make a sentence. She bought 11 cassette tapes. Okay. So, again, remember that we have to figure out the equation, which is on this side is the total amount that she spent. Total amount spent. And the other side is what she bought. Okay, how much she spent on each item. Costs of each type of item. Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. Jed buys calculators for his entire class. He also buys a yardstick for $8.95. If the total bill was $320.20, how much did each calculator cost? Okay. Go ahead and try this one out on your own. What you should have set up is the total cost right here is equal to the amount of money he spent on the yardstick, okay, and then plus how much money he spent on calculators, which is 25 times X, where X is the cost of each calculator, okay, because that's what we're looking for. X represents what we're looking for, so we're asked for how much did each calculator cost, so therefore the X represents the cost of each calculator. Okay. So now we set it up, we're going to go ahead and solve. Subtract $8.95 from both sides. What we get is $311.25 equals 25x. So we're going to divide both sides by 25, or multiply by 1 over 25, however you think about it. It's the same thing. X equals 1245. So as a sentence, each calculator costs $12.45. Go ahead and try this question out on your own. How you should have set it up was 153 pounds, okay, equals the weight of the bin itself, which is this 4.8, plus the weight of the 20 balls. And we don't know how much that is overall, but we know that each ball weighs X pounds. And so therefore we can set it up as the balls weigh 20 times X pounds. Okay, so what we got to do now is solve for X. Get X by itself on one side. So we're going to subtract 4.8 from both sides. And when we do that, we get 148.2 equals 20x. And then what we're going to do is divide both sides by 20 or multiply by 1 over 20, however you think about it. Either way works. Okay, and what we get is 148.2 divided by 20. Each ball, therefore, weighs 7.41 pounds. So as a sentence, each ball weighs 7.41 pounds. Go ahead and try this question out on your own. What you should set up was that X equals the cost of each bouquet of flowers, because that is what we are looking for. Okay, and then what you should have set up was the total cost, and the total cost comes from the money spent on the shovel and the money spent on the bouquet of flowers, which is 8 times X, because he bought 8 bouquets and each one costs X dollars. So therefore what we're going to do is we're going to solve for X. Okay. So we're going to subtract 14.65 from both sides. And when we do that, let's make this a little thinner. When we do that, we get 172 equals 8x. Multiply both sides by 1 over 8, or divide it by 8, however you think about it. Okay. X equals 21.5. So therefore, each bouquet, spelled with Q, of flowers costs $21.50. Okay. Go ahead and try this question out on your own. What you should have set up was that X equals the lawns that Mac must mow, because that's what we're looking for. How many lawns must he mow now to earn enough money for the stereo? So, X equals the amount that he must mow. On this side is the total amount that he wants to have. This is how much he's already saved. And then this represents how much money he gets from each lawn that he mows, or how much money he'll have to earn for mows, so that he can get what he wants. So, this is because he makes $25 for each lawn and times X amount of lawns that he mows. So, we're going to go ahead and solve. And we're going to do that by subtracting 420 from both sides. Okay. And what we get is 725 equals 25x. Then we're going to multiply both sides by 1 over 25, or divide both sides by 25, however you think about it. Okay. X therefore equals 29. So therefore, as a sentence, Mac must mow 29 lawns to earn enough money to buy the new stereo system. Okay. Try this problem out on your own. How you should set it up was that X equals the weight of each bicycle, because that's what we're looking for. Okay. And then the total weight of the entire thing is 600 pounds, so 600 pounds. The weight of the crate is just 47 pounds, and the weight of all the bicycles, we don't know, but we know that there are 14 of them, and they each weigh X pounds. So therefore, we can set it up so that 14 times X represents the weight of all the bicycles. Okay, which means that we're going to solve for the weight of all the bicycles. So I'm going to subtract 47 from both sides. And what we get is 553 equals 14x. Then what we're going to do is multiply both sides by 1 over 14. Or 1 over 14. 1 over 14, or divide by 14, however you think about it. X therefore equals 39.5. So therefore, as a sentence, each bicycle weighs 39.5 pounds.